Ladies and gentlemen, of course you know this voice. This is Sugar Daddy, Dara McCoolpants, bringing you here my world tour report. For those of you who don't know, after I parted ways peacefully with RCW following Summerfest, I decided that I needed to do some soul searching, which is why I went to Brazil and entered a professional wrestling tournament known as the Rio de Janeiro Intercontinental Tournament, which is definitely a real thing, I promise. But during my time there, I not only won the tournament, winning 4 matches over 2 nights, I also won a 22-man battle royal. So when I make my debut at King of Trios in that open challenge, I am going to be officially 26-0 in professional wrestling competition. And well, you see, my matches were so brilliant, I thought I should bring these matches to you right here via the RCW network here on Afrovision. So we're going to have a look at my tournament final victory over Bobo Brazilnut, which took place in the Rio de Janeiro soccer arena. Of course, the sport of professional wrestling is huge right now in Brazil. It has never been bigger, which makes my victory all that more impressive. Nobody cares about Bobo Brazilnut. As you can see here, this arena was packed, and there of course, you see me, Dara McCoolpants. Look at those arms. What a muscular man indeed. And he has very cool pants, as the name would suggest. So here we go. Of course, you can skip this entrance. It's okay. We edited out the entrances for time. Not because as you can see here, I was letting Bobo Brazilnut get a few free shots so that he wouldn't feel too bad about losing. Because that's just the kind of inspirational, nice guy I am. Of course, in Brazil they call me Esse Bastardo Arrogante, which of course means the one with cool pants and exceptional work ethic. Because that's exactly how you describe me. There's really no other way to describe me. And you can see here I took a couple of minutes to admire one of the nice mamacitas in the Brazilian crowd. And that bastard Brazilnut took the advantage of me. And well, you see, the thing about Bobo Brazilnut is he's a fine athlete. He's a questionably, possibly not a man, but he is a fine athlete. I mean, I'm pretty sure although he is a man, I don't know what I'm saying. Of course, you can see here he towered over me. He was at least an extra 200 pounds on me. Very unfair from the promoters in Brazil. I mean, they obviously hate the white man in Brazil, which is unfortunate because, well, I could just pull the race card, which is actually, you know, there was a lot of people in Brazil pulling the race card when they were not giving their pushes. As you can see here, me dominating Bobo Brazilnut with that sleeper hold. And of course, in Brazil, I was the only white man in the whole country at this time, because, well, you see, they don't see the white man a lot. They also worship this weird deity known as Jesus, who I have never heard of in my life. You know, they're just weird cultists, really, in Brazil. That's the only way I can describe them. They're also very into a sport where they kick around anything they can find, really. And I saw one group of little Brazilian kids kicking a little ball of glass around in the streets, which was quite confusing to me. Of course, I only play the finest of sports, such as wiffle ball and croquet. They're here letting Bobo Brazilnut get a couple of moves in so that he wouldn't feel too bad. Yet again, you know, I'm just such a nice guy. You know, again, that brings me back to my name, El Esse Bastardo Arrogante, which, as I said earlier, means man with cool pants and exceptional work ethic and amazing gentlemanness, I should say. I apologize. You know, a long time in Brazil, it kind of fucks over your English speaking talents a bit. And you see here Bobo Brazilnut taking advantage of me while I was trying to give money to an orphan at ringside. He attacked me from behind. And you see, people in Brazil, they hate orphans, including the orphans themselves even hate orphans. They hate the other orphans around them. It's not a very nice culture to be living in. They were very confused by my theme music. You see, they are still stuck in the 1940s. Frank Sinatra is currently the #1. He has a #1 single currently in Brazil. Also, my ring gear was unheard of to them. I invented the yin yang. I introduced the yin yang symbol to Japan, and of course you see that referee there. I gave him that haircut myself, personally, of course, with my exceptional skills from Oxford University of Haircuts. And you see here, Bobo Brazilnut, he's using all the dirty tactics to defeat me, and that referee, not knowing what a VHS tape is, even, he threw it away because he thought it was some kind of witchcraft. They're very backwards in Brazil. You see, of course, their flag is also designed to look like it was covered in poo, which, you know, I was also very confused by, because I, of course, worship the Stars and Stripes. And here we go. Oh, no, you see, he actually went against the finish there. That was supposed to be it for me. But of course, the people in Brazil, they do not speak English, which unfortunately I did. And I was the one who booked this. I was the one who was in charge of relaying the matches to the Brazilians. And unfortunately, I didn't speak Brazilian. Or talk to black people for that matter, because, well, I'm afraid, you know, on average, I'm likely to be shanked by one of them. And you see there, I kicked out just at 2, right before the 2 count. Fortunately enough, because, well, that would have been rather embarrassing if I didn't win this tournament. And again, you see what he just said there as he was falling off the apron. Which in Brazilian actually means, I hate orphans and love cancer. And that referee there cheating to give his fellow Brazilian the advantage. This match took place in the middle of the Amazon, which is, it's probably in Brazil. And, well, you see, at the end of the day, I had to defeat this evil, orphan-hating, cancer-loving man, Bobo Brazilnut. Because allowing him to get through in this tournament and win this tournament would have been a disgrace to every civilization. Of course, you see him here now, using that chair. A despicable man. A despicable cheater, Bobo Brazilnut is. And you see him there again, making use of that chair, and also no-selling the barricade. In Brazil, you see, they actually think pro wrestling is real, which makes, of course, my entire victory that much more impressive, because I beat 26 men over this weekend, legitimately, in the middle of the square circle. Of course, in Brazil, they do not know what a square or a circle is, so they just refer to the ring as El Bomba, which of course is Spanish for that place where we transmit STDs. The ring was covered in AIDS, literally AIDS everywhere in this country. They don't even know what a vaccine is, apparently, from what I was told. And you see here, they were no match for my professional wrestling tactics. Of course, I was trained by none other than the legendary Fantasio, you know, former RCW World Champion Fantasio. He taught me a lot of tricks about pro wrestling. That was one of them. I see here making the cover. And there we go, you see there, Dara McCoolpants, the winner of the annual Rio de Janeiro Intercontinental Tournament. Not a single bit of pain felt throughout this entire match. And you see, you know, me now leaving to go donate money to orphans in the back. And of course, I am just such a nice man that is going to happen. As I went to the back, I signed autographs all night, because, you know, everyone in Brazil loves some sugar daddy. And, well, you see, that's it now. I hope this has opened your eyes, and I hope this has invited many of the RCW talent to come at me on King of Trios, because I will be able to take every single one of them and extend my streak to 51-0.